Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Reaction and Review UK, the winner of no Academy Awards. Now, you may have noticed so far that all we've really talked about are either American or, as we did Digimon, one Japanese movie. Since this is Reaction Review UK, why haven't we covered any British movies yet? Because I'm a limey. Well, let's change that. So, what are we going to do for Reaction Review UK number 5? A personal favourite of mine. Today's movie is going to be Guest House Paridiso. Oh boy. Now, for those of you who may have never heard of this comedy duo or the actual series, allow me to give you a quick little explanation. Rick Mayo and Adrian Edmondson are two of my favourite comedy heroes. Their characters, Richard and Edward Elizabeth Hitler, star in the really funny British sitcom series Bottom. Adrian Edmondson's character, Eddie, was also the inspiration for Braface's personality, for those of you who read the comics. Now, the two of them eventually did a movie, as well as doing various live shows. And if you want to see one of the live shows covered on Reaction Review UK, leave a comment and we'll get around to it. But how do two of my favourite heroes handle a movie instead of like a 20-minute TV series? Well, let's find out. So grab your cup of tea. For it's time to kick back, relax, and enter Guest House Paridiso. So he's drunk, tired, riding a motorcycle, and he's taking a whiz at the same time. That takes skill, I gotta admit. Oh, I love this show. Who needs WWE hardcore matches when I got these two beating the shit out of each other with household appliances?
Times are hard and,
wow, it's a very young Simon Pegg. So, this is the days before Shaun of the Dead, so... wow. What a nice, subtle thing to move to. The biggest problem Bottom's always had is, especially in this movie, when they bring in other characters, because Richie and Eddie always work better off each other. And when they throw in other characters, it never feels really convincing. If that makes sense. It's like having Portal with other characters in the room with you. It doesn't have the same effect, you know? Half the problem with the Jiba Carbonara character is you'd swear she was from a different movie. And she kind of got lost along the way, and now she's in a Bottom movie. The weaker points of this movie is when it takes time away from Richie and Eddie, which is kind of the main reason you're here. You really don't give a crap about Simon Pegg's family, the old lady, or Gino. I mean, that's not what I watch Bottom for. I don't give a shit. Okay, I think we get it. I think we get it, yeah. I'm with them on this one. There are no words. There are no words. So, that was Guest House Paridiso, and we'll just stop that there. Okay, right, I gotta try and be as unbiased as possible since I'm a big fan of the Bottom TV series. Now, not sure if you can hear, but there's a plane taking off in the background. Kind of ironic because I actually paused the video, or DVD, so on the image of a plane taking off. Okay. the writing for the movie is not the strongest compared to what I've seen from the duo before. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of Rick and Aid. They're two of my favorite heroes of all time. But the problem with this movie is they had to write other characters, and Richie and Eddie have always worked at their best when it's just the pair of them. It's a perfect double act. You don't need anybody else. It's kind of in a similar vein to Wallace and Gromit. They work at their best when it's just maybe 3 characters or maybe 4. You don't need like a whole cast of characters because it doesn't quite work, and more time is devoted to them and less time is devoted to Rick and Aid. That is what I feel the movie's biggest weakness is. It's just the other characters. The setting, it's not what I always pictured for a Bottom movie. I always just pictured them living in Hammersmith causing more chaos but on a bigger budget. It also shows that Bottom was never meant to be seen past like 20 to 30 minutes. I mean, I know I love the live shows, but again, it's just them by themselves, so it kind of works. As a whole, the movie for me is below average, which is a shame because I love the series and it's such a great double act. But you're better off sticking with the TV series and the live shows, and if you want to see any R&R UKs, then leave a comment and I'll look into it. You can find this movie really cheap as chips. You know, if you're really curious about the series, I highly recommend you check this out. Or, if you want to see them at their best, I highly recommend checking out the TV series. You could probably find it on Netflix, YouTube, torrents, purchases off of Amazon.com. I'm not fooling anyone with that, am I? Or, like I said, check out the live shows. DVDs are real cheap. You can probably find them and everything, but yeah. That's going to cover another Reaction Review UK. I have been Random. Take care, and I'll see you all in the near future. Peace.
Chef, I thought I told you to get this damn thing fixed. It's a fire hazard. You fucking bastard!
That is the correct response when someone's giving you shit. You just call them a fucking bastard.